Hi folks, this is Karen. I wanted to share the IAM way to organizational health via strategic planning in this video. This is a holistic approach that makes sure you're able to achieve your vision and objectives for your business. I do this by making sure you know who you are at your best, both individually and collectively, by helping you to develop leaders at every level of your business, by fostering what I call genius cultures of collaborative interactions, by setting you up to attract and retain the right talent and to learn from your experience. Strategic planning involves strategy. So what is a strategy? The classic definition of strategy is the science or art of combining and employing the means of war in planning and directing large military movements and operations. This definition implies winning and losing. So strategy can also be a plan, method, or series of maneuvers or stratagems for obtaining a specific goal or result. For example, a strategy for getting ahead in the world. So these classic definitions inevitably create win-lose dynamics unless you make a conscious effort to create omni-win dynamics, which is what the IAM way does. It creates win-win dynamics. The IAM way creates omni-win dynamics by starting from who we are at our best and learning from drama instead of having the win-lose dynamics or drama define what's possible. True self-leadership is where I am the infinite energy of my best self, learning from drama instead of being defined and limited by drama. True self-leadership then creates just and generous dynamics where everyone can be their best, because we're starting at a different place here, right? Strategy then, from an IAM way perspective, is a leadership practice where you anchor decision-making into who we are at our best as an individual or organization. And we create a vision that calls out our best. We identify strategic objectives, goals, and resources needed to achieve that vision and support the process to bring the vision into reality. So executing on a strategic plan should align energy into focus and new possibilities so the results you want can be achieved. So tactics then, as compared to strategy, is tactical behavior. And at its best, it's simply getting things done. It can feel like flow, like graceful and easy completion of tasks. And tactics can be quick, responsive, and in the moment, right? Ultimately executing on a strategic plan. We're making it happen. Right? Where we want to stay vigilant as leaders is to see when tactical behavior is coming from drama. Tactics are often disconnected from each other, from a bigger picture, and frequently driven by scarcity or not enough feelings and behavior. And in these situations, tasks tend to multiply and create a monster to-do list, where there's this infinite pile of work that never seems to ultimately get us where we want to go. So not all tactics are the same. Reactive tasks in and of themselves are not a problem. It's when all or even most of our tactics become reactive that we create problems and begin to experience situations where no matter how hard you work, it doesn't feel like you're making significant progress on your strategic objectives. Reactive behavior creates churn that gets in the way of progress, and true self-leadership is needed to create healthy balance between strategy and tactics, adding responsive and proactive behavior to the mix of how we're getting things done. So the relationship between strategy and tactics and how we're showing up at our best or not is key to our being able to translate a brilliant idea into a brilliant reality. Orientation from our true self center is the first step in the I Am way, as shown here in the I Am compass. It's how we make sure we're not being defined by old stories of win-lose dynamics, which cause some people to have unhealthy power over others. True self-leadership invites leadership at all levels of an organization where everyone can wield healthy power fueled by their best selves. The I Am compass then guides us to align the energy of our individual and collective best to achieve our objectives via leadership, vision, community, and integration. The I Am compass guides us to align and focus our best self energy, learning from drama as we go, via the archetypes or stories of each direction of the compass. Most people spend most of their time over in the West, over in integration, doing, trying to keep up with that task list, feeling farther and farther behind as they do this. Tending to all four directions of the compass is what balances strategy and tactics in a way that you can sustainably grow, both personally and in your business. Strategic planning the I Am way shows us how to create organizational health by answering the 7 critical questions shown here. By answering these questions, we create what I call organizing elements. The 7 key elements we need to guide everyone in your organization to be true self leaders guiding your business in just and generous ways to achieve what you want to achieve. Answering these questions builds a cohesive leadership team based on true self-leadership and creates clear direction and communication for you to use with everyone you work with. The first organizing element is, of course, about who we are at our best, instead of having the win-lose dynamics of drama define who we are. Answering who am I, who are we, is the core of everything, both individually and collectively. Our identity, our brand, our capacity. Once you have a strong sense of who you are, you can take a stand for your best self by knowing your true north, your values, strengths, and motivations. And again, these apply to both individuals and organizations. Once you know your true self and true north, you can begin to move from your current situation into strategies for success by answering these remaining questions. So these are the organizing elements I recommend that every business or organization of any kind have in place, especially when you're ready to become the next best version of yourself, or that you're going to grow into. And you can think of these organizing elements as the things that define the structure or container that holds the best version of who you currently are, that will also allow you to create sustainable growth for your business. So let's talk a little bit more about strategy. Your strategy is a high-level plan for success. It's your chosen way to achieve the results you want. Organizing elements describe how you'll align the best of individuals and teams with your top priorities and strategic objectives. Remember that drama informs your way forward. It provides the challenges and opportunities to move deeper into the best or genius of the people in your organization. It literally is the way into your collective intelligence. Strategies close gaps between your current situation and your desired future results. When you're considering information like market data, customer feedback, financial constraints, they can all create drama as they're incorporated into your strategies. In responding to this information, you'll want to identify gaps between who you are or your current situation and who you are becoming, your future results. So for example, your current operating profit might be at 3% in market A, B, and C where you're currently operating, and your objective might be operating profit of 5% with that current market and an additional market base of X, Y, Z. So remember that drama can be used to tap into the infinite potential of who you are becoming. As long as you are learning and growing from drama and becoming more and more of your best self, your capacity has no limits. So let's dive deeper into factors you might consider in your strategic plan. Strategic plans often address three main points of view to give you a cohesive answer to questions like, where is the market going and what are our customers and prospects telling us? And what are our financial capabilities and constraints? What can I do operationally? This includes assessment of people, processes, systems, equipment, physical space, anything you would need to execute on your plans. All of these perspectives are assembled by looking at them through the lens of leadership and culture provided by the IAM compass. So use these questions when creating your organizing elements, the ones that I just mentioned. So strategies, objectives, and key results should make up your strategic plan. A strategy is a plan for success to close the gap between current and future states that guide how decisions are made both individually and collectively. So a strategy example could be, our strategy is to grow profits by increasing operational efficiencies and capacities, by shifting our culture from being reactive to healthy and responsive while growing into a new market in the Northeast. Objectives are chunks of work that make up your strategy. So objective examples could be to launch a New York City office, to break even in a year, to improve communications and collaborations, and to shift leadership and culture to be more proactive. And then your key results are specific results that indicate critical progress toward your objectives. These usually include financial objectives, or key results, but they also could include behavior shifts that you want to see within your organization that show that communication and collaboration is starting to happen. Okay, and that people are shifting from being reactive to proactive, say. Plans include details showing how conscious decisions are made to execute your strategy, typically using research, analysis of risk, weighing of options, and opportunity costs. So plans are needed prior to deciding who's doing what via goals, tasks, and RACI matrices, which shows who's responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed on various tasks. And this is best practice in how people typically collaborate and coordinate complicated efforts. A robust plan outlines decisions that were made regarding your direction, why you're setting the goals the way you are, what resources are required, and how you go about meeting key results, and what you hope to learn. A plan shows how powerful and creative abilities are put into action via individual to-do lists. Here is a view again of true self-leadership. Strategic planning and organizational health, the I Am way, ensures that via true self-leadership, you balance strategy and tactics to increase your ability to both plan and execute on your plans. Your true self is in the center. True north elements are in the north. Strategy, objectives, and key results are in the east. Knowing who does what is in the south, in community. And your goals, plans, tasks, and to-do lists and systems that support all of that are in the west. Strategic planning, the I Am way, is designed to provide the cohesive and clear leadership you need to focus and prioritize your work, to gradually over time reduce monster to-do lists and make real progress toward your strategic objectives. Here are the organizing elements again. You'll want to factor in market, financial, and operational factors and strategies, objectives, and key results when considering your strategies, how you will be successful. These are the questions I provide to guide you in creating the organizing elements that make up your strategic plan, that ensure healthy omni-win dynamics for you and all of the people involved with your business. You should be able to find a PDF of these questions with this video. I also recommend that you go to my YouTube channel. You can search for Karen Tax or the I Am Way and look for my playlist on fast goals. There's a ton of information in these videos on the shifts in mindset that create the leadership and culture needed for omni-win dynamics, especially as you're moving between strategy and tactics. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I look forward to discussing your business strategy with you.